Hi, I'm Linnea Nelson, and I'm the Executive Director of UU Wellspring. And I am just delighted that you are already very well into your UU Wellspring year. And I know at this time of the year, you're really getting into your spiritual practices and working with your spiritual companion. And you might be thinking about what's next after this, because certainly your spiritual journey will not end when this year of UU Wellspring ends. So what I'd like to do is take a moment to introduce you to all the programs that UU Wellspring has to offer so that you can start thinking about what makes sense for you come next year or next season. Of course, Sources is our first year program, and we ask everyone to begin there before doing any of the other year-long programs. I hope that it has been and is a wonderful experience for you. If you want to encourage other people to do it, note that there's an overview down here at the bottom, as well as a calendar, a blank calendar. There's all kinds of stuff that might be helpful in letting other people know what UU Wellspring is and what this first year looks like. We also have deep questions, which maybe some of you have taken, but this comes often right after Sources because it explores our principles. And this seems to be kind of a nice flow for a lot of people. It's not required that you do deep questions next, but you might be interested in looking into it. We do include the 8th principle, and we use these principles to really deepen our own faith and look at what they mean to us and how they are either supporting our life, or maybe there's something about a principle that you haven't really discovered yet, or something that concerns you or surprises you. Another year-long program is Faithful Actions, and Faithful Actions is really allowing us to put our faith into action and align our actions and our justice work with our values. Spiritual Practice is also a year-long program and pretty self-explanatory. It is deepening our spiritual practices. But I would like you to know that we've upgraded this and really done some work because we know that spiritual practices are far more common than when this program was initially written. And so we found ways to make it go deeper, and we hope that it helps bring you into community with your spiritual practices. Then we have the Seeker Series, and these are relatively new programs. The Seeker Series invites participants to experience the whole UU Wellspring program. They're year-long programs, but it also encourages us to go out and look in the world as to what has inspired us to live our faith as Unitarian Universalists. For Sacred Arts, we are looking at creativity and spirituality, and so whether you look for a piece of art that's hanging on your wall or somewhere you visit, to a museum, to something you find online. There will be opportunities to look for podcasts and comedy, all kinds of things that are in the creative arts. And of course, we will still provide you with the framework and some readings and some videos. But we also know that this becomes much more personal when you go out and find some of your own pieces and connect with them. Another way to experience the Seeker Series is to do Spiritual Ancestors. And this is where we really look into our own spiritual histories. And it might be people in our own family tree that have inspired us, but it might be people in our UU community or our UU faith, and perhaps beyond. Maybe there are scientists and musicians, that philosophers that have inspired you that don't know anything about UU faith, but they have inspired you to live your faith. And then, of course, we have our shorter programs that are relatively new as well. Our youth and young adult program is actually the same program, but of course, when you do it with different age groups, you have a different experience. And so we encourage you to keep them for the age group that can work together most closely. We have a new program coming out either this spring or summer, and it's going to be focused on fun, play, and rest. And we think that this is so important in these difficult times for our youth and young adults to experience and realize the holy in fun, play, and rest. And since we know that this might be very popular, we are also encouraging adult groups to use this program because all of us need more fun, play, and rest in our lives. And finally, our UU Wellspring Breeds program, Sacred Earth, is the first year, and that is based on Braiding Sweetgrass, the beautiful novel by Robin Wall Kimmerer. This is a 6-session series, and we will be adding to this one as well. Our next in the series will be focused on the crises of life and due out again in the spring or summer of 2023. And once again, you can still use the Fun, Play, and Rest program. We're going to make it so that it's accessible for all ages. Blessings to you as you continue this year and as you start thinking about how you will support your spiritual growth and development as the years go by. Thank you.